Well, welcome everybody to this online tutorial. This is a short review of what we talked about last Tuesday night. So if you were not able to join us, I hope this was very helpful. I do want to make a note that it is very, very important that you try to attend as many of the online sessions as possible, since this is your opportunity that you can ask me any questions or have me go over things. If you're not already aware of this, my name is Richard Foster. I've been a teacher at Berry for 15 years. I also have 25 years of experience in a high school setting as an IT director and as a computer teacher. So I'm also a double Berry graduate, my master's and doctorate. So I'm very proud to be able to teach in a university that I also attended. So what I want to do is I want to go over the syllabus, and I want to show you a little bit about Canvas, and I want to show you about Test Out. So as you're aware, here is the syllabus. We know that it's fully online. So online doesn't mean that you can't ask me for help. It's just that we're not going to have formal classroom settings. However, that's what the online sessions are for you to ask questions. I don't normally do a lot of talking on there as far as lecturing, but I do try to make myself as available as much as possible for you. Here's my information. Here is my cell phone. If you need to get a hold of me, the best way to do is email me. If it's something that's vitally important and you need an answer right away, then just text me and say, please check email. I normally check my emails several times a day, so if you need to get a hold of me, that is usually the best way to do that. So again, this is the course description. Make sure that you're purchasing the Test Out, the correct version, if you have not already done it. The easiest way to do is go right directly to Test Out, and then you can go in there, Test Out rather, and here's the ISBN number. This is okay, but it's kind of outdated. I'm not really sure it's really relevant with all the things that are in the class right now, switching and things of that nature. This is the normal stuff that's here that you can read. Here are your assignments, and so the videos are really your option whether or not you watch them. I encourage you to watch them, as that's training. There's real no book in there, so you want to take care of that. So make sure that you're doing all of the lab exercises and the exams in there, as you get as 40% of your grade. Discussion forums are also another 20%. Your final exam, you have options in there, whether you're not taking the certification exam or practice exam. And the reflective essay, I'll talk a little bit more. You have an option of doing something that you like in here. Participation is going to include whether or not you respond in a timely manner to my emails. So make sure that you're checking them. This is the age of cell phones. You can get them on your cell phone, so there's really no excuse not to keep on top of them. So if that's an issue for you, please let me know and we'll work something out. All right, so these are your assignments, discussion forums in here. I suggest that you take an interest in these forums and not a bunch of mumbo jumbo, because I do look at them and I do evaluate whether or not you really did your work in there. So make sure that you're doing that. Again, this is the certification. You can take the certification exam as the final, or the actual Network Pro. This is a practice exam. This is the actual exam. If you do it, I have to have it proctored so that you can do that yourself or make other arrangements. Okay, we talked about labs in the videos, which are not mandatory but highly encouraged in here. So this is all basically the same thing in here. Make sure your participation, again, make sure that you're responding to my emails, as that is part of your participation grade. Our meetings are going to be on WebEx, and the rest is kind of the same stuff that you'll see in basically every class. Here is our week. Now, I know there's a lot of chapters to do, so I need for you to try to stay on top of these things. I fully understand that there's only 7 weeks. And I don't unfortunately have the leeway of extending it any longer, because they normally, right after the class ends, which is on a Saturday or Friday, then they want the grades the following Tuesday. So I need you to try to stay on top of these things. If something does come up, and I know they do, then you need to let me know and I'll work something out for you. As far as turning in work late, I do take off if it's turned in late. However, if something pops up and you know you're going to be turning something in late and you let me know, then we can work something out in there. So don't worry about that. But please, with the amount of work that has to be done in a short period of time, you definitely want to get your work done on time. Plus, it does make it a little bit harder for me to grade when people are turning in things at different times. So these are broken down in here. I may change them from time to time depending upon how the class goes, but I'm going to try to stick to this as much as humanly possible. We're going to have our sessions at 6 o'clock on Tuesdays. We will have the second one actually will be this Tuesday, and then every other Tuesday. I'm teaching another class, so it makes it a little bit more challenging to have different days of the week. I'm going to probably switch my other class to Monday night, as some other students have Tuesday classes that they're taking. It's hard for them to get. So, but we're going to stick till Tuesday. And if you want extra classes, then we can work something out as well. So again, here is LabSim ordering. If you haven't done it already, make sure that you use the discount code and make sure that you're getting the Network Pro, which I'll show you shortly. And let's go into Canvas. So you can see all of the modules are broken down by what you need to do. So you can see these are live meeting videos that you have in here. These are all things that are due. Now, I'm extending the due date for this week and this week only till the 8th, because I know it is 4th of July weekend, and maybe some of you flew up to New York to watch Joey Chestnut eat 75 hot dogs. I don't know how he does that. I would probably be sick for a week, but he's been doing it for a long time, so I think it's amazing in here. So I've tried to break them down as much as possible. Now, please remember, you should not be emailing me asking me when something is due, because the due dates are clearly here. Let me make sure this gets published. And I'll be breaking these down week to week in there for you. Finally, here is a Professor Messer over here, and here's some free additional trainings if you want. So if you go to the Network Plus, you have free videos. Here is all the different things that are there, very helpful. If some of the videos are a little bit confusing to you in Test Out, then I encourage you to look at that. I do as well. And I'm going to now go to Test Out. So you have to create an account. Then you're going to go to Purchases. I'll show you where the courses are first. So here's the course catalog. And this is the one that we want, the Network Pro in here. If you've taken IT 320, then you would be doing the Security Pro. Notice that it says CompTIA approved. So the certification is accepted by CompTIA, which is good. So you're going to purchase that, and here is the actual class code. Let me log in. And you'll be purchasing this one, 2003. Now, this is not the year 2003. It's year 20, term 3. And, of course, IT 310, OB, and there's my name. So you'll be purchasing this one as well. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope that we have a very successful class. I certainly hope that you are going to have a wonderful 4th of July. Our next class will be Tuesday, whatever date that is. I believe it's July 7th at 6 p.m. I will be sending out a notice. And please let me know if there's anything that you would like me to go over. So have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe.